What caused the deadliest plane crash in history, where two jumbo jets smashed into each other on a foggy runway? Two giant Boeing 747 jumbo jets full of passengers racing toward each other on a foggy runway. No time to stop. Boom. The worst plane crash in history. It happened on March 27, 1977, at Tenerife Airport in the Canary Islands. 583 people died that day. But how did it happen? Why? Today, we're diving into the story of the Tenerife disaster. Stick around. It's a tale of bad luck, mistakes, and lessons that changed flying forever. Let's go back to the start. The Canary Islands are a sunny vacation spot off Spain's coast. But on that Sunday, things went wrong fast. At Las Palmas Airport, on Gran Canaria Island, a bomb exploded in the terminal. It was set by separatists who wanted independence. No one died from the bomb, but officials got a tip about a second one. They closed the airport and diverted all flights to nearby Tenerife's Los Rodeos Airport. Los Rodeos was small, just one runway, no radar for bad weather. It wasn't ready for big crowds. Soon planes piled up, including two huge 747s, one from KLM, a Dutch airline, and one from Pan Am, an American airline. First, KLM Flight 4805. It left Amsterdam with 234 passengers and 14 crew, heading to Las Palmas for a vacation charter. The captain was Jacob Van Zanten, a star pilot famous for KLM ads. He was experienced, but in a hurry that day. Then, Pan Am Flight 1736. It started in Los Angeles, stopped in New York, and was going to Las Palmas with 380 passengers and 16 crew, mostly tourists excited for the sun. Captain Victor Grubbs was in charge, a calm veteran. Both planes were diverted to Tenerife around 2 p.m. They landed safely, but the airport was chaos. Planes parked everywhere, like a crowded parking lot. Passengers waited on board for hours. KLM's captain decided to refuel while waiting, a smart move to save time later, but it added extra weight to the plane. By 4 p.m., Las Palmas reopened. Time to go. But fog rolled in thick. Visibility dropped to just 300 meters. Pilots could barely see. Air traffic control had only 3 people working, no ground radar. They told planes to taxi on the runway itself because taxiways were blocked. Pan Am was cleared first. Taxi straight ahead on the runway, then turn left at the third exit, called C3, to clear the way. But C3 was a sharp turn, hard for a big 747. Pan Am's crew worried about it. Next, KLM. Taxi to the end of the runway, turn around 180 degrees, and wait for takeoff clearance. KLM moved fast. At the end, they signed up, ready to go. Captain Van Zanten was impatient. He'd been flying long hours and wanted to beat duty time limits. Now, the fatal mix-up. Radio chatter was busy. KLM asked for ATC clearance. That's the flight path after takeoff. The tower gave it. After takeoff, turn right. KLM's co-pilot repeated it and added, "We are now at takeoff." Wait, what did that mean? At the takeoff position or starting takeoff? The tower thought it meant they were ready, not moving. They said, "Okay, stand by for takeoff, I will call you." But at the same time, Pan Am radioed, "We're still taxiing down the runway." The messages overlapped. A squelch noise hid parts. KLM didn't hear Pan Am clearly. Inside KLM's cockpit, the captain said, "We gaan," Dutch for "we're going." He pushed the throttles forward. The plane started rolling. picking up speed. Pan Am's crew saw lights in the fog. "There's one!" they yelled. They tried to turn off fast, but it was too late. At 5:06 p.m., KLM's 747, going 160 mil per minute, slammed into Pan Am's side. KLM's nose lifted, but it hit Pan Am's top, ripping it open. Fuel exploded in fireballs. KLM crashed back down and slid 500 feet, bursting into flames. Everyone on KLM, 248 people, died instantly. On Pan Am, 335 died from the crash and fire, but 61 survived, mostly from the front, including the crew. They jumped from broken parts of the plane. One survivor said it felt like the end of the world. Rescue was slow in the fog. Firefighters saved who they could, but the wreck burned for hours. Why did this happen? The investigation blamed KLM's captain for starting takeoff without full clearance. But other things helped. The fog hid everything. Non-standard words like "at takeoff" confused people. The tower didn't say "hold" clearly, and everyone was tired and stressed. This crash killed 583, the most ever in aviation. Only the 9/11 attacks had more deaths later, but that's different. But good came from the bad. Airlines changed rules worldwide. Now pilots use exact words. Cleared for takeoff, only when it's safe. No shortcuts. Crews speak up more if something feels wrong. And airports got better radar. Today, flying is safer because of Tenerife. Remember those 583 lives. They remind us mistakes can be deadly, but we can learn. If you liked this, hit like, subscribe, and comment. What's the scariest plane story you know? Thanks for watching.